Hi everyone, I'm talking about the E.L.F. Long Lasting Lustrous Eyeshadows today. So I will be showing you the colors, just talking a little bit about the texture, give you my thoughts on them, and then show you swatches, of course. So I'm going to jump right into it, and I'll start with showing you the packaging and just a little helpful tip, or at least a tip that I think would be helpful if you do decide to order these. So let's start with the packaging of this. So the packaging comes just like this. And just a tip for you, if you do order these, you're supposed to open them like the normal way and, you know, pull the little eyeshadow pot out, but you're going to be fighting with it. Every single one that I tried was really difficult to take out. So your best bet is to take it right here and bend it back and break it, and then just take the pot out. So let's talk about the actual packaging of the product. It does have it's all plastic. It has a black top, as you can see, and there's a clear base right here. On the bottom, there is nothing but the color of the actual product. So there's actually no labeling of any sort as far as what color this is, which I find extremely odd. I mean, I don't see how hard it is to just put a sticker on here with the name. What they do instead is, if you look in the back of the box, I've already taken this one off and I guess I threw it away. But if you look at the back of the box, there's going to be a really tiny sticker on there, and it'll have the name of the eyeshadow. So what you could do is you could peel that off and then put it on the bottom. That would be the best thing for you to do. By the time I figured it out, I was too late. I had already gotten a Sharpie and written the names on the back, which you should have seen what I tried to do the first time. Look what I tried to do the first time with liquid paper. Put the name. How tacky does that look? That's horrible. So don't make the same mistake I did. Just peel off the sticker, put it on the bottom. That way you'll always know what color it is. Otherwise you may forget, or you're going to be playing guessing games. So as far as the product amount goes, you're getting 3.0 grams. So just for reference, I will show you. This is 3 grams, which is the E.L.F. shadow. And let's see if I can get it. The Maybelline Color Tattoos are 4 grams. And then the next reference that I'm going to show you is the MAC Paint Pot, and that's 5 grams. So that's 3, 4, and 5 grams of product. Of course, these are glass packaging, and this one is just plastic, which is really not a big deal. It doesn't matter if it's glass or plastic to me. So that's how much product you're getting. As far as the texture goes, I would not compare it to a Chanel Illusion d'Ombre, because these are a little bit, I mean, they are a little bouncy, but not as bouncy and not as much of a spongy texture, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. I hope that makes some sort of sense. But if you've played with the Buxom eyeshadows, this is more of what the consistency is like. It is very bouncy and spongy, just like the Buxom cream shadows. They're not cream shadows. They are, I don't know what they're called, but I'm sure you are familiar with them. So that's what the packaging looks like. Now, that's more of, like I said, the texture. The finish is a little bit of both. It can be more of the Buxom cream shadows, or whatever those are called, and the Chanel Illusion d'Ombres, in the sense that you get some sparkle in the color. So I'll go through, and I will go through and show you swatches and show you the colors of each. So, and I do find that some of these eyeshadows are hit and miss, as far as, like, some of them are really nice and opaque and pigmented and just perfect, and then others will come off a little bit patchy. You may have to work a little bit more with others than the rest, that kind of thing. So if you don't really mind and you have the time, and I'll let you know what colors I find are difficult, and it may just be the products that I have. It may not be a reflection on every single color that they make. It just may be that I got some bad ones. I don't know. But let me run through the colors and show you swatches. This one is Festivity. Festivity, as you can see, is more of a plum purple color. This one is really nicely pigmented and opaque. So there is the color right there. And I'm not too sure how the swatches are going to come off. Again, these do have shimmer, but they're not like glitter. It's just a really nice sparkle in there. They are absolutely gorgeous. So there is Festivity right there, and hopefully you can pick that up. And before I forget, I should have told you how I apply these. I apply these with my fingers. I'm just, with any cream shadow, I don't prefer using a brush. I just prefer to use my fingers for cream products and use my brushes for powder products. That is just, you know, a personal preference, but you can certainly use this with a brush. The next one that I will show you is this one, and this one is Party. And Party is more of a charcoal, almost black color. Not black, but almost black. So there is Party right there. And here is the swatch of that one. And again, it seems like some of them you do have to layer. This one you don't have to work with too much. This would be great for like a night out or a smoky look, or even like a New Year's, that kind of thing. So there's that one. The next one is Gala, and Gala is more of like that reddish brown color that you all know I absolutely love. And here is this color right there. Also very pigmented. Okay, so there is Gala. Gosh, I'm hoping that you guys can pick that up. This is a beautiful color. The next color is Soiree, and Soiree is more of a pink color, but it's not like a straight up pink. It's almost like a pink with some hints of plum, but definitely more on the pink side. So there is Soiree right there. I feel like I lose some of the color on some of these once I apply them on my hand. So there it is. That's Soiree. The next one is Toast, and Toast is more of a gold color. I did pick up all 7, by the way, so in case you're wondering, these are all the shades that they carry. So this is Toast, and here is the swatch of that one. And there is Toast right there. I feel like it's just not coming up very well. So if you're not able to see that, I don't know how it's going to come out on your end. If you're not able to see it, just hang on till the end and I'll have some pictures. Okay, the next one is Celebration, and Celebration I find is extremely messy and yucky. It is a silver, and it's more of a cool tone silver. I don't even know if silver is like cool toned or warm toned, but I see a lot of like blue in this. So I'm swatching with my entire finger, and look how just messy and patchy that gets. That's just not very good. But there it is right there. And that again is Celebration. And the last one I have is Confetti, and Confetti is a white, and it's been said that it's a dupe for Chanel's Fantasme. I would agree. I think if you want Chanel's Fantasme, this is a great dupe to have. Of course, you're going to have a difference in packaging and that kind of thing, but other than that, it's just a white with sparkle, which is just going to show up as a pure white on your end. And I don't know how this is going to show up, but there it is there. And I will put the swatch off to the side. So here is Confetti, and it's just that white color right there, and it has some shimmer to it. I don't know if the shimmer is going to pick up in this quality of lighting. There they are there. You can see the shimmer, especially like in Party, this one. Now you can see the shimmer in that one. So you can start to see some shimmer in some of these colors. I would say that Celebration, the silver one, probably has like the least amount of shimmer, and then the rest, I mean, you can see how they just sparkle in the light, and they have that beautiful finish to them. As far as how long they last, in all fairness, I did only use my MAC paint pot and Painterly because that's the only eyeshadow base that I have right now. Now, with that base, I don't know if I'm just not letting it set long enough before applying eyeshadow, but I did have some creasing like on the inner part of my eye only. There was nothing like in the actual crease, nothing on my lid, just in the inner part of my eye. And again, it could be possibly due to the fact that I wasn't letting my MAC paint pot dry or settle. But when I look straight on, like if you were to look at me straight on, you wouldn't be able to tell any creasing at all. And it's very, very minimal. It's not anything to make a big deal out of. Other than that, again, there wasn't like, it didn't fade really soon. It wore for a reasonable amount of time. I would say it lasts for a good like 6 to 8 hours at least without any issues. So it does, like I said, they wear pretty well. And the only issue I have is that with some of these shades, you do have to kind of go over them, you know, a few times, maybe like 2 or 3 times to really get them to show up really, really opaque. And again, that's just kind of hit and miss with some colors. So there you have it. I hope that that helped, or at least, you know, helped you decide what colors to get, if anything. But I mean, for $3, honestly, you really just, you can't beat them. They're fun colors, they're fun finishes. If I had to pick apart anything, I would say that I wish they were more consistent with their formulation, but I find that you can probably get that with any brand, whether it's drugstore or high-end. So you know, some formulations were kind of hit and miss, and some sparkle wasn't there. Celebration, I think, was the worst, which is the silver one. It was just very patchy and messy and just not that much shimmer on this one. There is some shimmer, but it's not as, it doesn't show up as much. So I don't know if you're even going to be able to see that. Here's that color that I was talking about, Celebration. Those are the other ones. So, and then of course the packaging, they could have put a label there. I feel like it wouldn't have taken much money or effort to do that. So other than that, yeah, I would recommend them. I really don't have anything bad to say about them. I think that if you can't splurge on any Chanel Illusion de Ombres, or if there's a color that you want that Chanel has, that E.L.F has that's very similar, such as the confetti, or, you know, any other color that Chanel may have, I don't know. I only have 3. I did return Fantasme because I feel like this is a good enough dupe to where, you guys know how I feel about that. I don't feel like I need to keep something just because it has the name Chanel on it. That's just, I think that's quite ridiculous. So if I have an exact dupe of something, I'm just going to either pass it on or return it or do something. So that was the case with Chanel's Fantasme and E.L.F's Celebration. They're just, I mean, they're really isn't a difference at all. And Miss Kristen from Miss Kristen 321 is the one who I heard talk about that first. So I don't take any credit for that. She's the one that named it as a dupe, and I returned Fantasme the very next day, and I find they are very good dupes. So there's going to be, you know, maybe very minimal difference in quality, but these are great. For $3, you can't beat it. So I hope that that helped you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. That is enough for now. That was too much of a long review. I hope you're having a great day or night, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.